afternoon. So we got off work a little early today, and we're gonna come out and do a little bit of afternoon scouting and see what we can come across. So we're in a brand new area. One thing downside about hunting a military base is you are subject to the train area being open and guys not in there actually doing some training themselves. And the main core area that we have, where we have our ladder stand, is closed today. So we are forced to get out of our comfort zone and try something new. So instead of going home and figuring all that out and just sitting around, we are going to try a new spot, walk around a little bit, see if we can bump a deer or catch some midday movement. Well, shit about got real interesting. So I pulled up here to this parking spot right here, and what do you know? I bumped a doe running across here 50, not even 20, 35 yards in front of the truck. She turned back around like that. I jumped out, put my orange on real quick, got my gun, racked a round in the chamber, and I started creeping forward, and she was there 70 yards looking right at me. I couldn't get a real clear shot at her. I couldn't even tell if it was really her. As you can see, we're kind of like, they did a controlled burn in here, or there was some type of fire in here, and she had her head, and I couldn't mistake, you know, this for her head. I couldn't tell the difference. So of course I dropped the scope down when I was looking at her, and then she bounded off. But she's not super spooked, so we're gonna go slipping in here and walk this ridge line down and see if there's any other deer up and moving on their feet, or maybe she's got a buck with her that I didn't get a chance to look at. So I'll keep you guys informed. But I was about to pull up to a parking spot and shoot a deer. That would have been a pretty awesome thing at 12:45 in the afternoon. So let's see how we go. Found a nice little scrape here, so we're gonna mark it on our Onyx. So we that road that we were parked on is kind of like a ridge running down here. So we've been kind of just skirting, probably 100 yards off the road, walking the ridge line. So we came down here in this little bottom, and you can just hear the acorns falling and stuff. So I used my Onyx, marked it as a possible location to come back down into and just catch them feeding. We have a massive creek down below us, probably, I don't know, 500 yards or so. And then there's just all these little cuts that come up here, up towards the top. So you never know, we might catch some of these deer moving through these bottoms. That's the plan. So to me, this would be a good spot to come and sit on the ground. Can see a lot, can see farther, I think, if we're sitting on the ground by a tree. Maybe sitting in a tree would work too, but having to drag a tree stand down here would be kind of difficult. So, and there's some open fields behind us up on the top. So like I said, maybe they're just down in here transitioning between bedding and getting out and feeding. So, and then they're gonna feed on the acorns that are in here, all over the place. Let's see, acorns falling everywhere. So pigs or deer probably coming through here. So that's just an update. Haven't seen anything. Sounded like when we were moving through the brush on the other side of a thicket, sounded like something got up and walked off in front of us. Nothing crazy, didn't bound real hard or nothing. So it could have been a pig, could have been a deer, not 100%. So, but we're gonna swing down here a little bit lower, and then we're gonna start working our way back up to the truck. We only able to get out here for the afternoon for a couple hours. the wife's got to go to work tonight, and then pick up the kid from school. So, but we'll probably be back at it again tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so now at the beginning I didn't do a very good job, but it is Monday. So yesterday we were in our tree stand. You saw, put the mock scrape made out on that spot. So hopefully we'd be able to get back in there. Maybe Wednesday it's looking like. So see how that's producing, and see if we can catch one of those bucks coming by. So, but all right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go and get back to this. I'll see you in a little bit. So we're back in the truck now. Finished walking up the opposite side of the ridge that we walked down, and didn't see anything. So I mean, I had high hopes because we had that doe right there where we got out of the truck at, but after that, didn't see anything, didn't bump anything. I mean, not uncharacteristic. It was, you know, I was walking from 1 to, it's 2:45 now, so I was just getting out for a couple hours in the afternoon, do a little bit of a walked a little over 2 miles. I'm just moving around, see if I can see any sign or anything. I found that one scrape next to where we stopped in the bottom right there and marked it on X as a good spot maybe to come and sit. On the top side of that was a scrape, not super fresh, but not old either. So I don't know if we'll go back in there. I mean, it's an option if the other areas are closed, but I don't know. Just checking out areas off the map, you know. One thing that I always get pigeonholed into is, especially when I got my cameras out and I catch a really nice buck or a couple nice bucks on the camera, I get sucked into that one spot and I never want to go try anywhere else. I don't know if any of y'all have that same problem, but it is a problem of mine as I get honed into one spot and I don't want to ever walk away from it. And you know, I should learn from my experiences, because that's how we found the spot that we're in this year with the bucks. Is we tried a brand new spot. Me and Garrett, when he came up for Thanksgiving last year, and the second sit he shot a buck. So should get out and go try new areas. I'm just always nervous that the big one's gonna walk out the day that I didn't sit it. So we might come back in there, we might not, I don't know. I did run into one other hunter in there. He hunted down below, more where I was thinking about hunting or walking through this afternoon, but he was already there. So I coordinated with him, and I took one side, he took the other side, and we just made it work. And I mean, that's what it's all about for public lands. You know, you just got to make it work with the other people, because you know, it's not like I own the area. So, but we'll see. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll get out or not, but I might be able to squeeze out in the afternoon and maybe between rain showers be able to put a sneak in an area. So maybe we'll try a new spot. Our area is still not open tomorrow, and then hopefully we can get in there on Wednesday, check out that mock scrape, and move the stand like I talked about earlier. Thank you.